Have you ever looked at someone else and thought, if only I had what they have, then I'd finally be happy? We often forget that while we're busy envying others, we might already possess something extraordinary. This is the story of a tiny ant who spent her days wishing to be like the peacock, the butterfly, and the squirrel till a fierce storm revealed her true greatness. In a lush and vibrant forest, a small ant lived with her family. From the very beginning, she was recognized for her wisdom, diligence, and her ability to stay ahead of others. However, as time passed, a change began to stir within her heart. Whenever she saw the peacock dancing, she thought, "Look at his beauty. Everyone admires him. Why does no one notice me?" When she watched the butterfly soaring freely, she wished, if only I had wings too. Why am I confined to crawling on the ground? Even the squirrel made her envious as he leaped effortlessly from one tree to another. Gradually, her heart grew heavy with bitterness. She lost her enthusiasm for work. The ant, who once gathered food before anyone else, now lingered behind, distracted and melancholic. Others often asked her, "Why do you seem so sad these days?" But she only offered a weak smile and remained silent. One day, a fierce storm swept through the forest, bringing heavy rain. Trees toppled, rivers overflowed, and many animals lost their homes. The butterfly's wings became drenched and heavy, rendering her unable to fly. The squirrel's tree collapsed, leaving him shivering on the ground. Even the proud peacock's vibrant feathers were soaked, preventing him from spreading them to dance. The forest descended into chaos, yet deep underground, the ant colony remained safe and resilient. Their meticulously constructed tunnels shielded them from the storm. When the tiny ant saw the suffering around her, something shifted within her heart. "I have wasted so much time envying others," she reflected. "But today, they are the ones in need. Can I do something to help?" In that moment, she resolved to act. She gathered all the ants and declared, "We must help them. Together we can save them." Hundreds of ants marched out in organized lines. Some carefully carried the butterfly on their backs to a dry, safe spot. Others built a bed of leaves for the shivering squirrel. Meanwhile, some cleaned the water from the peacock's feathers so he could hold his head high once more. The animals were astonished. How could such tiny creatures possess such immense hearts? After the storm cleared and the sun returned, the butterfly, squirrel, peacock came together to express their gratitude. Peacock said, "I have never seen a beauty as magnificent as yours." The squirrel softly added, "Today, I learned that true strength lies not in display, but in service." The butterfly beamed and said, "You may not fly or shine, but you saved us all. That makes you the greatest of us." For the first time in her life, the little ant felt true pride in who she was. She realized she was far more valuable than she had ever believed. From that moment on, she stopped comparing herself to others. She understood that every being has its own unique purpose. When we discover our true strengths and use them to help others, we become truly remarkable. Envy blinds us to our own worth. We waste precious time longing for what others have, while overlooking the treasures within ourselves. True greatness is not found in beauty, wings, or power. It resides in kindness, service, and the courage to use what we already possess for the good of others. Being small is never a disadvantage. A generous heart can lift even the tiniest among us to the highest place of honor. If this little tale has taught you something today, please hit the like button and share it with someone who needs to hear it. And let me know in the comments where you're tuning in from. I'd love to hear.